Welcome to Red Dead 2, and thanks for joining us. Today we are discussing tips on how to get a perfect crow carcass. Now, the first thing you're going to need is this thing called a small game arrow. And unfortunately, these cannot be purchased at a store. They have to be handcrafted. If you're not sure how to handcraft one of these, you may want to check out my video on how to handcraft a small game arrow. If you're looking at attracting some crows, one way you can get them is with a dead carcass. Another way, of course, is by laying a bait. A lot of the time, we're going to use Deadeye. So what you want to do is make sure that the core doesn't have to be full, all the way full, but at least, you know, on the white, and you have something to play with, something to work with, so you can at least improve your accuracy. When you call up your weapons wheel with the R1 button, what you're going to want to select is, of course, the bow and arrow. And next, you're going to want to change to this thing that says small game. It looks just like this. Typically, the default for bow and arrow is going to be this type of arrow, but it's not going to be successful, so you want to make sure you change over to where it is the small game arrow over here. All right, now it's time to take a look at the controls. The first thing you want to do is lock on using the L1 button right there. And you want to make sure you have something with 3 stars. In this case, we haven't actually read the item, but you have to start with 3 stars to have a shot at getting a perfect pelt. If it doesn't have 3 stars, you have no chance of getting a perfect pelt. The next thing you want to do is activate the Deadeye right there by pushing in the R3 button. If you just push it in, you will activate the Deadeye. And then, of course, what you'd like to do next is mark a target. So what you're going to do for that is push the R1 button and then push R2 to fire. Alternatively, you can just push R2 and fire without tagging it. It's up to you how you want to run it. Either way works. Now we keep our fingers crossed and hope that we have that perfect crow carcass. And in this case, we do. So that's what we're looking to accomplish here. And, of course, when we go to check the other one, it didn't quite have 3 stars to start, so it can't have 3 stars. But we got one perfect crow carcass there, which is pretty good. And that, of course, is going to wrap this up on Perfect Crow Tips. I would like to thank you for watching and, of course, wish you good luck.